Hellos, and welcome back to another videos. Today we'll be taking a look at people have been saying to me like, oh, like what is your commander thing? How do you judge it? How do you work it? And how everything goes. So this is how it all works. It's all on Discord. Um, if you join my Discord, the link is in the description below. And I usually do commander. This is the first thing I usually do in every Magic gathering. I play a game of Commander. That's just the bread and butter of me. That's how I usually play. I got into Arena just because, of the popularity and how everything worked. I was really interested in Standard. Unfortunately, it got really too toxic, really hard to answer to some cards, and this is just my format. This is my bread and butter format. I usually play this all the time with my friends online. Uh, which I would not be showing their names due to privacy reasons. But yeah. Um, so yeah, if you go into my Discord, this is what the thing you'll see first. I think, I don't know. You might see general first, but this is the first thing you should see. And yeah, you can use the everyone to request a game of cockatrice. That is what I use to play commander games and stuff. Um, so their house rules are simple. You could scoop only at sorcery speed unless it's solitaire or you're playing a 1v1 game, of course. I made sideboards legal, so you can use sideboards if you really want to. People don't, so whatever. I just left it up there. When you end a commander game, winner switches commander desks unless you talk to the playgroup about it. We don't like to do this all the time, but sometimes if we're playing casual, we'll do it. Just, to give a little bit of spiciness to it. People like it, so I kept it in. Immediate keys like scooping or mana screw will not make the winner switch deck. So yeah, we put that in there just for reasons. Common sense, of course. And by the way, speaking of common sense, please use common sense with playing Magic, not to break the rules or have any heated arguments with players. We don't need to have any drama, so please keep calm and likewise appease the situation. So, and then side note to the ones above, yeah. If you want to play casual, you can just listen to the things. So casual. So we do have a casual commander ban list. It's the salt cards using EDA Trek. So just follow that. It's pretty easy. So yeah, we try. People don't usually break these rules. I do have a couple of exceptions when people broke these rules. Namely, the big threat was Nij, and he got banned because of it. He was just getting into arguments with players. He didn't even follow any of the banned forbidden cards I have, which are not that many, by the way. He would still use them, and yeah, he was just, a big problem. We'll talk about him a little bit later. We don't need to. And yeah, please do not go to any of his content and bully him. He's still a pretty good guy. You just, he's probably part of the CEDH. I'm only assuming. He likes to play CEDH. And that's totally fine. That's just not my style of play. So I banned him just because he got into arguments, not because of the decks he played, but just the arguments he got into one player in particular. And I got really upset by it and I just banned him. So yeah, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. The consolation, if you scoop at instant speed, this is for spells. Don't fizzle the spell, just choose new targets for the spell. So if you're planning on like bribery and something, they scoop, you could just choose a new target for the spell, it's fine. And if the game is being played like stacks, mass line destruction, or the game's being slow, you're entitled to scoop at any time and ask that they switch decks if you're not comfortable with the playstyle. So yeah, this actually works. A lot of my friends like Hoylos, they do the same thing. They say, okay, can you play like a slower deck? My deck is just being tested, and they will do it. So I don't have any problem with that. And the ban list uses its CEDH deck meta calculations, win rates with those decks, and other ban lists from foreign countries. So we do also take into account French ban lists as well. And this is called the forbidden list. So yeah, this is the degenerate cards that we hate. We definitely hate. Yeah, and then there's one time that someone brought a Hermit Druid deck and he kept winning the same way. So we decided to ban Hermit Druid just because it's really not fun, and you can get him out turn 1. And maybe even win on turn 1. Sometimes. It just depends. And yeah, we don't like Hermit Druid. It just, its repetitive win conditions the same old win conditions, and frankly, it's not fun to play against Hermit Druid decks, so we just ban him. And yeah, it's a part of the CEDH, type of meta. Same thing with Food Chain. We banned Food Chain because of the how many combos you can get with that card is so crazy. We just banned it, and yeah, there's a lot more combos now than there were. Not like Derevi, Tazari, and Prosh. Now there's even more. Um, and yeah, the reason why we don't like Food Chain is because it promotes combo decks, really good combo decks from being a thing, and it's also a CEDH staple, so we banned it for that reason as well. Protean Hulk, the same thing with the CEDH crap. Even CEDH players hate this card, uh, namely the combo called Flash Hulk, where you just make the Hulk die and get your infinite combo like that. I did ban Flash. That was the card I initially banned, but there was other ways you could, cheat the Protean Hulk, namely Show and Tell. And we just banned the Hulk in general. We just banned the whole card because of the way it was just being played. It's just too oppressive, too good, and you can get a turn win off of it. So it's not fun. People weren't upset by that, so it's fine. Banning the card. I recently banned these two cards today because they were being played recently. Um, I didn't. I tried not to ban cards that I hate, but yeah, I had to ban this card because of that. It's too oppressive. I didn't ban Static Orb, so you could still play that, but I feel like that's a little bit more fixed than Winter Orb. So yeah, and people were just complaining about that the games are too slow and stuff. Not even just because of the way the card works and how powerful it is. This was being played in Urza decks, and yeah, that's a pretty good place to put a Winter Orb in. So I banned Winter Orb because artifact decks can get a huge advantage off of it, and yeah, it's not fun to play against. It makes it too slow. Same thing with Stasis. I banned it for the same reason. This wasn't being played though, so I just banned it because I was looking at Winter Orb and saying, well, what can also shut down Stacks? Well, Stasis. If you get rid of Stasis, Stacks won't be a part of this that much. So I also got rid of Stasis because, yeah, it also makes the game slow, and you can do some infinite locks with it. So I banned Stasis for that reason. It's just a stupid card that should have never been printed. It's, yeah, stupid. I even seen it in Muldrotha decks. Oh, yeah. Not fun. You can reuse it. It's stupid. So I banned it. And yeah, there's a tier list of how I got this, the source where I got why I banned cards and that reason. And yeah, that's how the whole commander thing works. So now that we're discussing this topic, we're going to talk about, I guess the biggest question people might have is why Nij was banned from the server. Mainly because of the decks not the decks he was playing, but some of the things he was saying. I mean, some of the decks he was playing were kind of degenerate, but overall, I just banned Nij because of the simple fact that he was just getting into too many arguments with people and conceding, of course, just scooping on Mana Screw or whatever. He was taking free mulligans sometimes because he said, oh, I don't have enough lands in the deck. Can you please just give me these mulligans? And we're like, okay, reveal your hand. He doesn't usually just reveal his hand, so we were like, okay, this guy's kind of fishy. I think we should just ban him now. He's just creating too many problems for people. And so far, this little group has worked out overall, without him. I did have to ban another person. I think his name, what was his name? I can't remember, but yeah, I had to ban him too. But it was for a different reason. It was for a personal reason too. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah. If you guys wanted to know why Nij slash Lexy was banned, that is why. Also, a lot of people in my Legend Boys group didn't like him either. So yeah, banning him was the right call. Although, he did want to play with me every day. He was we were trying to be best buds and stuff, and it did work out for a little while, but as time went on, I saw the true nature of him, and he just didn't quit with all the, the decks. Like I said, hey, can we just play casual game? He would say, sure, and then it would be like Armageddon, like, what the heck is not casual? And you're playing Narset? Come on now. Like, yeah. So his realm of playing commander is totally competitive. It is not like casual. He may say it's casual, but it's really not. This can be evidence to the fact of the assault list. He plays a lot of assault cards like Armageddon. He played stuff like Winter Orb and stuff. He played cards like, some like Strip Mine and stuff. I don't know if that's a assault card, but it's pretty close. And he would play extra turns like Time Stretch and stuff. And yeah, I just didn't really feel like he was just a part of this group that much because a lot of people didn't like him. I wanted to accept him, but when he gets involved with other people, that's where I draw the line. And that's where I drew the line. Uh, officially. So, yep, that's the reason why Lexy got banned, is because of that reason. If people want to know that, well, there's a reason of why. So, I'm not trying to draw hate to him, so please do not bully him or anything. He's still a pretty cool person. He does other things now, and I'm proud of his accomplishments, but on the other hand, we just don't like that type of play style. We are not about competitive. So, yeah, we just had to ban him only because of the reasons that were stated in the house rules. So, and yeah, anyways, that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to say. So if you guys are interested to join my Commander Discord group, the link will be in the description below. Of course, I do other formats, so you can see those other formats as well. You can just go to the tabs and stuff, and you can see what the other formats are. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Bye and peace.